Hey everybody, it's the Racetrack Ladies.
And we just finished watching the All-Star race. And the one with the biggest grin sitting here, yeah, that would be me. Tony Stewart won. Oh my gosh, am I so excited? But I think I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. Okay, so the race starts with the, I don't know what they call it, but we always call it the Open. What did they call that first show? Showdown, Hoedown, something.
I call it the Desperation 40 Laps.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but that's when everybody and his brother who hadn't won a race,
or didn't qualify by one of those other, 10 other ways you can qualify.
There were a lot of them, though.
Yeah, there were a lot, yeah.
Because you had like Derek Coe, Todd Bodine, Bill
anybody
Elliott.
that's ever sat in a race car.
Yeah, so you have that race first, and that was 40 laps. It was 20 laps, and then
another 20.
That would make 40. It was a long 40 laps.
So the whole purpose of that race is to determine the top 2 finishers, and then they get to transfer over to the actual All-Star race.
Right.
And then we have a fan vote in.
And our top 2 finishers.
Jamie Mack.
Well, Sam Hornish finished first.
Well, I'm starting from the bottom.
Well, okay, I thought, give props to the winner.
All right, J Mack was second, and then Sam Hornish Jr. won the
Open, I guess.
He had a very strong car.
He did, but so did David Stremme. He did.
Well, sure,
both Penske cars were good.
But David Stremme, I think, finished third.
Yes.
So, he did not advance to the next round.
So, J Mack, I was really happy to see you finally not have some bad luck. And it was just nice to see Sam Hornish, because I really do think you're a good driver, Sam Hornish. So anyhow, so those 2 transfer, and then we had the excitement of knowing, gosh, who is going to be the fan vote in?
Yeah, because it's kind of exciting, because if you cannot transfer over or become a legitimate, racer in the big All-Star race, there is the fan vote. And
but I ask you this before we say who it was. Did either one of you vote?
No.
No.
All right, so then let's not be saying anything about who got voted in.
Okay.
I have to admit, I didn't vote because my driver was in it.
I have to go with the crowd reaction, which kind of mimicked my reaction when they announced who it was.
So the fan vote was Joey Logano,
the number 20 Home Depot.
Now, the dude hasn't been in NASCAR Sprint Cup racing long enough to have that many fans. Except unless he bought all the fans off the shelves at Home Depot, maybe they all dialed.
I bet they had a contest.
Maybe they did.
Because I'm like, how did some of these other drivers not make it in? How did like a Martin Truex Jr. not make it in?
Exactly. And when they announced Joey's name, the crowd went, I'm sorry, who was that?
What?
Who was that?
It was a double take. It was like, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. But I think they had a dial-a-thon one afternoon at Home Depot.
A dial-a-thon.
Get Joey in there.
Yeah.
So the field was set for the All-Star race.
But I just want to say, the whole introduction of the field for the All-Star race, I didn't like it this year. Last year we had the drummers and then all the fireworks, all the team comes out. No, here you had the driver come out and then the team funneled out.
And it looked like the driver was coming out. Those tubes that they use at the bank, where you put your money and your deposit in and then you shoot it through the little tube? That's what it looked like.
I thought the stage looked nice this year.
And then when Brad Keselowski, when that little door opened, his head was down. Was he praying?
I'm sure he was.
Was he looking at his shoes?
Maybe he was.
Not really sure.
So they went through that.
Well, it just didn't have flow.
No.
Yeah,
there's no flow.
You have to have flowage.
They need some flow ride.
No flowage.
They need flow ride though. Because you could get spin right round.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So then the race starts, and then Jimmy Johnson's on the pole, and because it's his house.
Well, that's what they say.
Jimmy Johnson.
I'm thinking Mr. Smoke has something to say about it after tonight.
Please! One All-Star race win does not make it his house.
It doesn't. You don't even get to put his mortgage down
in Charlotte before.
Okay, so is Jimmy several times,
and so is Jeff Gordon.
Yes.
But not tonight.
No. Okay, so the race starts, and so it was divided up into, there was a 50 lap segment, then there was a 20, a 20, and a 10.
Yeah,
but the real racing we all knew was going to be in the 10 laps.
It was going to happen in the 10.
What happened before
that? So it was just a matter of hanging on.
Exactly.
But in the first 50, it was all Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, he led, didn't he lead all 50?
He led every single Steven lap.
He did. I was like, this dude's leading. They weren't even showing him anymore. They were showing him.
Well, it's his house.
But it's still a race.
Well, but it was nice that he, at the very end of that 50 lap thing,
whatever we're calling it this year,
he did not pass Ryan Newman, so Ryan Newman could get the lucky dog and get on the lead lap.
That was kind of a nice little, Hendrick family thing.
Yes, it was.
Appreciate it.
That was very nice.
Don't you forget it.
And then we had the next 20 lap segment, which was led by Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch, yeah. Yeah, you know, if anybody watched the truck race last night, Kyle Busch was called for aggressive driving. I'm thinking some of that spilled over tonight.
It's not even that it spills over. That's just how he drives.
But he said he'd gotten it out when they had the not pit road, but the burnout competition.
Burnout. You know, when he wrecked Jeff Gordon Racing
my
School's
Lord,
car.
He wrecked everything. So he said he got it all out
Yeah.
early so that he wouldn't have anything during the race.
Sure.
Okay, well, apparently he forgot the conversation that he had with himself.
Well, so it's important. Okay, so Kyle Busch led that 20 lap segment, and then we had another 20 lap segment, which Jeff Gordon basically led the laps there.
He led like half of those laps.
Yeah, so because it was Kyle Busch the first half of that, and then there was Jeff Gordon, and then now it came down to the 10 lap shootout.
Oh my gosh!
So,
it was the longest 10 laps of our lives.
The yellow, the cautions didn't count.
Right. So on the first restart, on the first start of the 10 laps, there's a caution. Jeff Gordon leads them to the green flag. There's a caution.
So it's just like we never started.
Jimmy Johnson goes spinning through the field, and he did a fantastic save.
He didn't hit the wall or anything.
He didn't hit anybody,
Good
hit
save.
anything, and he saved it. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah. So, and then, you know, it just seemed like, you know, and then it happened a couple times. We had a couple of cautions, but, you know, so when they restarted.
Debris.
Yeah, right. Debris was another one. And then we had the accident with Jeff Gordon taking Jeff Gordon out. So it was when they went 3 wide. It was Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, and then Matt Kenseth on the outside.
Right.
And I have to say, it was a little bit of Jeff's fault. I think it looks like Jeff pushed up a little bit, which then got into Kyle Busch. Of course, they shouldn't have been 3 wide in the first place, but you know, it's 10 laps to go and $1 million on the line.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I'd have done it.
I would have too. And obviously other people did.
But the other issue is that Matt Kenseth was having a problem with restarts.
Well, he just never got off.
No,
I mean,
he didn't.
And I don't know who was saying that he was having great restarts because
it wasn't from our vantage point. We didn't see it.
But so anyhow, so they finally, you know, restarted and finally went green the rest of the way. And
but you know what I loved in the middle of those cautions is when the announcer was like, "What?" when they called it caution.
Right.
Like they were all,
what's that about?
They were all into the race. They didn't want a caution.
No. So, but you know, you saw Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman all of a sudden started appearing in the top 5. And Ryan Newman, then, one of those last restarts, Ryan Newman and Kyle Busch on the front row, and you just knew that it was going to be Ryan Newman that was going to win. But
not so fast.
Because Kyle Busch pulled out, and then Kyle Busch had the lead. But then
we had Mookie.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, first you had Matt Kenseth.
Yeah.
Well,
that passed Kyle Busch. Then you had Tony that passed Kyle Busch, and then it was Tony and Matt Kenseth, and then Tony takes over Matt Kenseth, and all is well.
And then you had our winner, which was Tony.
And I have to say, I've been listening to Tony for years on the scanner. I think the last time I heard him scream and yell as much as he did tonight was when he won his first Indy race. He was just beside himself. He wanted to climb that fence so bad.
Except he knows he's too old, too fat, and that was his word.
He was excited because he won. The team got their first win. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I gotta breathe. I'm so excited.
Okay, so
really
what's important to note from this race, because that'll carry on into the 600.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that Tony was strong, Jeff was strong, Jimmy was strong.
Those Hendrick engines.
Kenseth was strong. Kyle Busch was absolutely strong. But the sleeper, I think, in the field, who some faded some, was Mark Martin. He had a very strong car tonight. But he just was getting a little squirrely, and then he just couldn't get up there. But I think Mark Martin may be a force to contend with on a very long race.
I think so too.
So,
how long do you want the race?
It's 600 miles.
It is the longest race.
Long.
It is the longest race.
And props to Dale Jr. actually finished in the top 10.
Yeah.
And Carl Edwards actually finished 5th.
Well, I think it helped that Dale Jr. had a pit where they actually stopped for 10 minutes.
Yes, and when they didn't have to concentrate on
anything else. And it wasn't a rush job.
Be nice to Junior.
So he's got problems.
So congratulations to Tony Stewart in the home office.
No, it's the Office Depot Old Spice Chevrolet.
Yeah, Depot.
And Gene Haas was there at the race. We're
Rick
so
Hendrick
excited. I'm so excited for the 600 next week.
Okay. I think that's enough.
Simmer down.
Simmer down now.
Excited.
All right, so that's the Racetrack Ladies coming to you live from San Antonio, and we just finished watching that All-Star race.
Yes, we did.
Congratulations, Tony Stewart, and be sure to catch us at our website, racetrackladies.com, and catch us on Twitter. We'll be twittering the race for the Coca-Cola 600. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.